Good morning, good morning, good morning, students. I hope you are doing good. I am also good. And we are going to start with the accounting standard names. Those students who want to answer for names of accounting standard, please raise your hand. Yes. Those students who have already answered, please give chance to other students. All accounting standard names. Yes, Vandana ji, Supriya Kadam, Myra, very good, beta. Students, I request you to participate in the class because this Zoom classes is only for your benefit. So take maximum benefit of these classes. Okay, so we have Vandana ji. Yes, Vandana. Manish ji, unmute कर दीजिए.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. You are from?
Madhya Pradesh,
अच्छा,
Manawar.
very good. तो वंदना जी स्टार्ट करना है. Yes,
Yes,
बोलिए.
sir. As one, disclosure of accounting policies. As two, inventory valuation. As three, cash flow statement. As four, contingents and event occurring after balance sheet date. As five,
Contingencies and events occurring after balance sheet date. You are correct. Contingencies है वो. ठीक
okay,
है?
sir.
हाँ जी.
As five, profit or loss for the period, prior period items and balance sheet changes in accounting policies. As six, A7 construction contracts, A9 revenue recognition, A10 property plant and equipment,
Very good. बस
A11
बस 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 बस. सुप्रिया कदम.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
S11, the effect of change in the foreign exchange rate. S12, accounting for the government grants. S13, accounting for investment.
बस 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 बस. Myra, S14. Yes, Myra ji. You are not audible. I think you have not joined the computer audio. So Mahi, next one. Rejoin Myra ji. Mahi. Mahi, unmute yourself. Shweta.
Good morning, sir.
Hmm.
Yes, 13 accounting for investments, 14 accounting for amalgamation, 15 employee benefits, 16 borrowing costs, 17 segment reporting, 18
Bus. You are from?
Karnataka, sir, Bangalore.
Okay. Hima.
A16 employee.
Foreign
A16
cost.
borrowing cost, AS17 segment reporting, AS18 related party disclosure, AS19 lease, AS20 earning per share,
कहाँ से
AS21
हो? बस. कहाँ से हो?
Andhra Pradesh, sir.
Okay. Aniruddha Nair.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. S21.
S21 consolidated financial statement. 22 accounting for taxes on income. 23 accounting for investment in associate in consolidated financial statements. 24 discontinuation of operation. 25 interim financial reporting. 26 intangible assets.
बस. अजय सूर्या. कहाँ से हो अजय? अनिरुद्ध?
सर केरला से हो पर यहाँ गुजरात में रहता हूँ.
गुजराती. गुजरात में रहते हो. ठीक है. गुड. अजय सूर्या. Yes. 26.
26 intangible asset, 27 financial reporting of interest in joint venture, 28 investment asset, 29 provision, contingency, liabilities and assets.
Contingent liability and contingent assets. Okay. You are from?
Tamil Nadu.
Okay. So again, South Indian students are response of South Indian students is good as compared to other students. Why I don't know. बाकी लोग क्या जानते ही नहीं है क्या क्या प्रॉब्लम कहाँ पे होती है? हाँ. ओके. चलिए रैंडमली फॉर रैंडमली हम लोग पूछेंगे. वैष्णवी, आदिश्री, आई थिंक यू ऑलरेडी आंसर्ड नो इन लास्ट सेशन.
Good morning,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
आदिश्री ऑलरेडी आंसर्ड. ओके. वैष्णवी कहाँ से हो?
Maharashtra.
चलो ठीक है, कोई तो महाराष्ट्र से आंसर दे रहे. सो रैंडमली किसको? वैष्णवी जी 15. महाराष्ट्र में कहाँ से हो?
Mumbai.
लास्ट टाइम आंसर दिया था.
शायद हाँ.
हाँ, मुंबई से इसलिए ऐसा लग रहा है. हाँ ठीक है, बोलिए. एस
Employee benefit.
15 एम्प्लॉय बेनिफिट. S11
Effects of changes in foreign exchange.
16
Borrowing cost.
18.
Related party disclosure.
वेरी गुड बेटा, कीप इट अप.
Thank you, sir.
यस. मैमुना साथिया जी,
Yes, sir.
यू आर फ्रॉम?
Ooty, sir.
अरे ओके, चलिए. सो टेल मी. S9
Revenue recognition,
21
consolidated financial statement revised,
24
discounting operations,
28.
impairment of assets,
वेरी गुड बेटा. दिलीप, दिलीप. S13
Accounting for investment.
S22
Accounting for taxes and income.
20.
Earnings per share.
Good, very good. You are from?
Andhra Pradesh.
So South Indian students are taking maximum benefit or what? Okay, chaliye. Okay, so we are done with this. In last session, we started with the accounting standard 1, disclosure of accounting policy. I have given time to have notes and screenshots. How many of you are done with the screenshots and writing part? 100 pages. Raise your hand. Have you completed your 100 pages book? Those students who have completed, please raise your hand. जिन्होंने भी कंप्लीट किया है हाथ रेज कीजिए बेटा, देखने दीजिए कितने लोगों ने होमवर्क किया. फटाफट फटाफट. ओके, सो who is going to explain this 100 pages book? Any one of you who want to participate, who will take a revision accounting standard 1 फटाफट in 10 minutes? Yes, अंजलि कश्यप, आप लोगे बेटा रिवीजन? सामने बुक रखना है आपको एंड रिवाइज करवाना है. अंजलि, रम्या, ओके. भूमिका नहीं. हार्दिक को लेना है रिवीजन. आदिश्री, चलो
Sir.
आदिश्री रिवीजन ले बेटा.
Sir, Ramya, sir.
रम्या, ओके. यस रम्या, यू कैन टेक.
Yes, sir. And we saw about disclosure of accounting policies. And on disclosure of accounting policies, we have 5 fundamental accounting assumptions, accounting policies, principles of accounting policies, changes in accounting policies, and disclosures. Under fundamental accounting assumptions, we have 3: going concern, consistency, and approval. In going concern, an enterprise will continue its operations in the foreseeable future and no intention to curtail the scale of operations. And consistency, practice of using same accounting policies for similar transactions in all accounting periods.
Okay.
Consistency.
And what about accrual?
Next. Sir?
What is accrual?
Accrual is earned or incurred. The matching concept. It is never either received or paid or earned or in.
Very good. Yes.
And matching concept is adopted and it's a sale and example sale and agent's condition.
Okay. Okay. Adishri, after that?
Sir?
Ramya ji, very good. So 3 fundamental assumptions, you answered it. Adishri, next is?
Sir, if followed, we should not be disclosed in the notes of accounts. If we not followed, we should disclose in the financial statement. Disclosure of financial statement is required.
Hmm.
Accounting policies, specific
Definition. Hmm.
specific accounting principles and methods of applying that principle should be adopted by the enterprises in preparation and the presentation of the financial statement.
Very good. Hmm.
Examples, inventories, if
FIFO,
we
weighted average.
weighted average and cash flow statement, direct method and indirect method.
Very good. Next.
Principles of following that accounting policies are prudence concept and substance over form and materiality.
Yes, wait. Jatin, please explain all these three selection of accounting policies. Other students, please have your notebook in front of you and revise it properly. Huh. Jatin ji. ठीक है. Rishita, unmute yourself.
Yes, sir.
बोलिए.
Prudence concept states that we only have to record the.
No, I want bookish language. So please open your 100 pages book.
Okay, the uncertainty associated with the future events, profits not anticipated, but losses are provided.
Okay. Try to recall these sentences, huh, Rishita? Now it's
Yes,
a
sir.
platform where you can have a similar sentences whenever you are reading 100 pages ka book, no? So at that time, try to learn all these wordings, okay? And next day
Okay,
you
sir.
can give me a revision. So all students, beta, I request you all, okay, if possible, give me a revision on very next day, but follow the same way, okay? So this will boost your confidence. So after in exam, you are not going to feel it's very difficult. Why? Because you have every day you have given me a revision. So first 10 to 15 minutes are very important. So जितने भी students है, आप लोगों को एक रिक्वेस्ट करता हूँ कि आप लोग पूरा पढ़ के आइए. नेक्स्ट डे पे आप मुझे हिंदी में दीजिए रिवीजन, बट ट्राई टू फॉलो सेम सेंटेंसेस. ओके, सो 100 पेजेस का बुक लर्न करके आइए. हाँ, यस.
Sir, can I say about AS 20, sir?
Yes, first we will complete it.
Can I start, sir?
No. We have not yet completed accounting standard 1. हाँ,
Can I
Rishita.
say about accounting standards, sir?
Yes, 10 minutes. First we will finish it. AS 20. First, yeah, I have given time to Rishita. Rishita, second.
Substance over form, transactions and other events should be accounted for and presented in accordance with their financial reality and not the legal form.
Okay. And last one.
Materiality, the items the knowledge of which might influence the decision of the users of the financial statement and not always of relative size.
Very good, beta. Very good. So we have completed with selection of accounting policies. Yes. Sai Kiranji. After that.
Yes, sir. AS 20 earning per share, sir.
No. First finish with accounting standard 1, no?
Accounting standard 1.
After selection of accounting policy, what is the next concept?
After selection of accounting policies is this principles of accounting, sir.
No, I just want to tell you, after selection of accounting policy, what is next in your notebook, in 100 pages book?
Fundamental
Changes in
accounting,
accounting
sir.
policy.
Sir, can I continue?
Haan,
Fundamental
Hardik, continue. No, Sai Kiran,
Sir.
please open your 100 pages book.
Sir, after that, there is changes in accounting policy. Changes in accounting policy means that one cannot change the accounting policy regularly. He has to use that accounting policy consistently. And if there is a change, the change should be because of 3 reasons. First, because of statute. Second, because of better presentation. Third, because of change in standard.
Very good.
And then changes of accounting policy. Changes of accounting policy can be material in current period, but cannot be material in not material in current period. If it is material in current period, then if amount is ascertained or properly known to the management, it should be disclosed. If it is not known, then the fact should be disclosed. If the amount is not known, then the only fact should be disclosed. And if it is not material in current period, but ascertainable in the later period, then the fact in the current period should be disclosed in the notes to accounts.
Very good. Done with the first standard?
Yes, sir.
Hardik, one student is asking me.
Disclosures are there, sir.
Yes.
Shall I continue
Sir,
for
due
disclosures
to
also?
disclosure, yes, continue.
Sir, disclosures are, there are 5 disclosures. All the significant accounting policies adopted, a true and fair view of the financial statements, proper disclosure of the accounting policies, and in the absence of a disclosure, it is assumed that fundamental assumptions are followed. Disclosure of changes in accounting policies must be.
Correct. Yes. Very good. So, have you read the study mat after?
Yes, sir.
Yes. It
Yes,
was
sir.
easy to
Right.
understand or it was difficult?
Yes, sir. Easy, sir.
Easy. Every point is covered?
Yes, sir. Covered.
Any point which is not yet completed?
सर वन टीवाई के क्वेश्चन में डाउट था बाकी तो क्लियर
ठीक है कर देता हूँ क्लियर में दीक्षिका इज आस्किंग हार्दिक ये पूछ रही है सर ड्यू टू सम टेक्निकल ग्लिच इट्स माय फर्स्ट डे ऑफ क्लास मे आई प्लीज गेट टू नो अबाउट दी 100 पेजेस बुक सो कैन यू एक्सप्लेन व्हाट इज 100 पेजेस बुक
Sir, 100 pages books means that the notes that you are providing should be written properly, and in 400 books we have to write the practical questions TYK and also the illustrations properly and extra questions that we are providing.
दीक्षिका जी क्लियर हुआ आपका डाउट तो 100 पेजेस का बुक जहाँ पे आपके पूरे कॉन्सेप्ट्स में एक्सप्लेन किए हुए आपको लिखने हैं एंड 400 पेजेस के बुक में हमें ऑल इलस्ट्रेशंस और एक्स्ट्रा प्रैक्टिस क्वेश्चंस सॉल्व करने हैं ओके एंड यू हैव टू बी वेरी रेगुलर इन द क्लास हाँ जी बोलिए आपको हमारे लेक्चर्स जो है वो बीओएस ऐप पे आपको मिल जाएंगे क्योंकि वो लेक्चर्स आपको कंप्लीट करने पड़ेंगे ये आपका फर्स्ट डे होगा तो एंड हियर यू विल गेट अ बेस्ट प्लेटफॉर्म जहां पे आप लोग इंटरेक्शन कर सकते हो ओके यस माय रिक्वेस्ट टू अदर स्टूडेंट्स प्लीज बेटा नाउ टुडेज अटेंडेंस इज वेरी लेस एंड यू हैव टू बी वेरी perfect in your career. So try to attend maximum lectures on Zoom platform. Okay, if you have any problem of internet because Jio is giving a lot of trouble now. So suppose if you have a problem, then you can attend on YouTube also. So that is the second facility. But my preference is always for the Zoom platform. Okay. So second platform is YouTube. ठीक है चलो how to raise hand there is reaction you can see Mohammed ji react you'll get the react option in the Zoom and in that you have hand raise option okay any other question over ठीक है
hello
हाँ जी
sir some examples of accounting principles and accounting policies accounting methods
methods accounting policies are we are going to see each and every accounting standard in which you are going to understand different accounting policies okay so till now you have only two words inventory valuation FIFO weighted average and direct and indirect method every accounting standard gives you some methods or policies okay different types
sir
of policies
sir I confuse between accounting principle and accounting methods sir.
Accounting method is accrual and cash basis okay
Okay,
and
sir,
there is
okay.
no hybrid system accrual is what we are doing expenditure we are recording not on the payment basis but on the incurred basis that is a method of accounting and accounting policies means whenever you are recording any specific transaction and you have two options in that so different option not two options there are different options in recording that it's called as accounting policies methods and principles
Okay, sir.
of applying this
What is,
principle.
okay, sir.
Of applying
What
this
is,
principle.
sir, what is that accounting principle, sir? Some examples in
Principle
accounting
means policies.
Okay, policies, sir.
Policies, and we have written no in policies definition. Policies are
Okay, sir.
principles and applying those
And
principles.
applying methods. Applying those methods.
Methods. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay,
Next.
sir.
Yes. Now we are going to see some first. I have given you homework that first we will finish with the questions of today. What you have to do? Today you have to maintain.
AS20 revision, sir. AS20 revision.
Yes, I am going to take Sai Kumar Kiranji. First, we will write this AS1. We will finish it off, and then we'll start with the accounting standard 20. First revision and then question answers. Now you have in study mat. Acha, this is a quick revision. What is of accounting standard 1? This is not our 100 pages book, but this is a quick revision which will give you the benefit while writing the answers. So fundamental assumptions, you are already aware about going concern, accrual and consistency. After that, fundamental assumption not followed, then you don't, then you have to disclose it. If followed, then you don't have to disclose it. And second one is accounting policies, prudence, substance over form and materiality. And what about the third one? Disclosure of accounting policies. If change in the accounting policies is material in the current period, you will amount is ascertainable, amount to be disclosed. If amount is not ascertainable, then facts should be disclosed. Not material in the current period, but ascertainable in the later period, the fact of such change in the later period to be disclosed in the current period. Okay. So we have finished with this accounting standard quick revision. So this is the third way of revising it. I will take a quick revision at the end. At the end means when we will finish with the syllabus, at that time we will have the quick revision. Okay. Now today I am going to take some study mat questions. Now see this practical question. I'm going to explain it because you already have done in the practical questions. If you have read your study mat, so you come to across all these questions. Illustration number 1. In the books of Messrs. Prashant Limited, closing stock of 31st March 2002. Read it carefully. Closing stock is recorded at 1,63,000 on the FIFO basis. Okay. So company is following FIFO basis. Company FIFO basis को follow कर रहा है. Can we get this PPTs? No, beta. I am giving you time to take screenshots. तो चित्रा भारद्वाज जी आपको screenshots लेने हैं और वो screenshots आपको लिखने हैं 400 pages book में. The company decided to change the method from FIFO to weighted average for ascertaining the cost of inventories. Okay, so company wants to change the policy. Amanji, company can change the policy? Say yes or no. Questions PDF beta, already we issued you study mat. In study mat, you have these questions. Okay, study mat में already these questions है. Ramnik Kaur. Okay. So what is your answer, Ramnik जी? हम लोग चेंज कर सकते हैं. हार्दिक, हम लोग चेंज करते सकते हैं बेटा पॉलिसी.
सर अकॉर्डिंग टू प्रूडेंस में हमको नहीं, प्रूडेंस नहीं, ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ मतलब वी हैव टू यूज दैट कॉस्ट एंड एनआरवी विच एवर इज लोअर. तो जो कॉस्ट है.
No. The question is that first, can you change this?
Yes, sir.
From FIFO to weighted average? Yes. Now
Yes, sir.
the problem is how we are going to present this answer in exam.
Yes, sir.
If you say disclosure requirement of change in accounting policy as per S1, yes. But before that, you have to give some introductory part. Company decided to change it from the FIFO method to weighted average method for ascertaining the cost of inventory for the year 2001-2. On the basis of weighted average, closing stock. Now see, on the weighted average method, your closing stock is showing 1,47,000. Okay, and your realizable value is more than your closing stock weighted average method. Okay, so यहाँ पे आपका first principle is that you should record your inventory cost or NRV whichever is lower. Now, what is your cost as per weighted average method? It is 1,47,000 and your NRV is 1,95,000. So whichever is lower is 147. Before that, you have recorded it at 1,63,000. In past, you followed FIFO मेथड. पास्ट में आपने कौन सा मेथड फॉलो किया था? पास्ट में आपने FIFO मेथड फॉलो किया था. अभी आपको FIFO से आना है वेटेड एवरेज पे. नाउ यू हैव टू शिफ्ट फ्रॉम वेटेड FIFO टू वेटेड एवरेज. सो योर आंसर इज लाइक 163 to 147 means you are reducing your closing stock. And remember, closing stock reduction means asset reduction. And if asset is reduced, my profit is going to reduce. Okay, my profit is going to reduce. So 163 minus 147, what is my profit is going to reduce by? 16,000. Yes, so it will be reduced by 16,000. And how I am going to present this answer in exam?
There are three circumstances, sir. When government insists on for change in accounting policy, whenever accounting standard requires, or whenever it suits the company for a change in accounting policy for better way of presentation.
Okay. Now see how you are going to present the answer. I will give you time to take screenshots at the end of the session. Okay, so today where you have to write all these things in 400 pages book, where you have to write 400 pages ka book. First make a index ke liye 1 page. How to write the index? See, now how are you going to write it in the 400 pages book? Till now we have not written anything in 400 pages book. So first page is of main index. Okay, in main index you will have number 1, AS1, just note down it, and page number you will write. Now suppose page number is starting from first page up to 6 pages. Okay, so like this you are going to write it. So index में आप लोग ये लिखोगे, this is your first main index, 2 pages का index, where your all names of chapter you are going to write it in this 400 pages book. Okay, so this is your main index. After that, you will have accounting standard 1. In accounting standard 1, you will write the name disclosure of accounting policy. Okay, and in disclosure of accounting policy, now you will have inner index. Inner index, every chapter's index, serial number, page number, remarks, and category. Remarks and category. Serial number 1. Now page number, that is your notebook page number. I don't know your notebook page number. Remark column is a bigger column. Remark column is a bigger column where you will write. Now first question is change in accounting policy. Change in accounting policy, category A category. This is how you are going to maintain and how you are going to change the policy. FIFO to weighted average. FIFO to weighted average. Beta, I have told you, don't write anything in 400 pages book. Just go through it. I will give you screenshots to write it. Okay. Now you have written it, then I can't help you out. मैंने लास्ट सेशन में ही बोल दिया था कि मैं आपको लिख के दूंगा. चलिए. So you got this. Today you maintain your 400 pages book. Index I will give it in the next session on Monday. Okay. So this is how you have to write your index. 1 page ka index for this chapter. 1 page ka index for this chapter. Okay. And take screenshots at the end of the session. Now how to write this answer? Sir, institute math answer is also proper answer. But this is how you will present your answer in the exam. Okay. Deepika ji, लेक्चर्स कितने कंप्लीट हुए? कितने सेशंस कंप्लीट हुए हमारे? आदिश्री, हाउ मेनी सेशंस वी हैव कंप्लीटेड टिल नाउ? I think 1, 2, 3, 4. This is, I think, fifth session. What is the category in index column indicates? Very good, beta. Good question. हाँ हाँ, चैप्टर 2 का इलस्ट्रेशन 1, 2 एंड टीवाईके 2 करवाया है. बराबर बराबर बराबर. सो वी ऑलरेडी स्टार्टेड इन 400 पेजेस बुक. यस बेटा, यस, आई फॉरगॉट. You already started with the 400 pages book. ठीक है. Category indicates A, B, C, beta. A, B, C category and Z also. Z means very, 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 very simple question. C category means simple. B is moderate, average, and A is exam question or tough question. Okay, so this category, C category questions, you can revise it for one time. B category question, minimum 2 times. A category question, minimum 3 to 4 times. So that's why, beta, I am giving these categories. So every question, I will give these categories. It will be a very systematic way of presentation. ठीक है. सो जितने भी स्टूडेंट्स है, मैं आपको पूरा स्पून फीडिंग करने वाला हूं. बट आफ्टर दैट इज योर ड्यूटी टू डू दिस रिविजन्स on Sunday to Sunday basis. If you follow my guidelines for next 4 months, you will definitely get more than 60 to 70 marks. If you follow from very first day, all instructions. And regularity, most important point. कितना भी होने दो, सुबह उठना है. चलिए, so how you are going to present the answer? चलिए, so Adishri, read the answer, facts of the case. आदिश्री पढ़िए बेटा.
In the given case, Prashant Limited decided to change the method of valuation of inventories from FIFO to weighted average method. Provisions. As per the AS1 disclosure of accounting policies, any changes in an accounting policy which has a material effect should be disclosed in the financial statement.
Okay, so these 2 words are very important. So mark these 2 words in your notebook also after that. Hanji, next.
The amount by which any items in the financial statement is affected by changes should be disclosed in extent ascertainable.
So you got these 3 keywords: amount, affected, and disclose. Next.
Where such amount is not ascertainable, whole or in part, the fact should be indicated.
Yes. Have you already covered these sentences in 100 pages book?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So you have to write this provision in exam. And therefore,
This
100 pages
relates
book
to
is very
RMPD,
important.
sir. This relates to RMPD, sir.
Yes.
Requirement, measurement, presentation, and disclosures.
No, no, no. That is a different thing. Here, facts, provision, and conclusion. Okay, RMPD,
Okay.
I will explain you in any accounting standard. Next. Conclusion.
Thus, Prashant Limited should be disclosed the changes in valuation method in inventory and its effect on the financial statement. The company may disclose the changes in accounting policy in the following manner. The company value its inventory at lower cost and net realizable value. Since net realizable value of all item of inventory in the current year was greater than respective cost, the company valued its inventory at cost. In present year, that is 2001 and 2, the company has changed it to the weighted average method, which better reflect the consumption pattern of inventory. for ascertaining inventory cost from the earliest practice of using FIFO for the purpose. The changes in policy has reduced current profit and value of inventory by 16,000.
Okay. So you got the answer how you are going to present the answer in the disclosure. So we
Yes.
have to write in the very simple way. And please don't by heart all these sentences. No need. You can write it in your own language, but in proper English way. Okay. So inventory will be recorded at cost or net realizable value. But the net realizable value is higher. Therefore, inventory is always valued at cost. In the present year, company has shifted from or changed the method from FIFO to weighted average. Why? Because it reflects a better consumption pattern for ascertaining the inventory cost, and therefore profit reduced by rupees 16,000. Okay. Any difficulty?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, Umar from Srinagar.
Yes.
Sir, I want to know that once this Mr. Prashant has shifted from FIFO to weighted average, and this has resulted in the reduction of the valuation of inventory by rupees 16,000. And we will book whether we will charge it in P&L of the same year.
We will charge it in the profit and loss account. How we are going to record it? That for that we have to understand accounting standard 2. Okay. But S1 gives you how you are going to disclose it in the notes to accounts.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Now, let
so
us suppose
how it
if,
is, how it will be recorded, I will tell you it in S2.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I just want to ask further that let us suppose if the value of this inventory would have been increased by 16,000 or 20,000. What could have been the scenario at that time?
That then your current profit increased by rupees 16,000. Instead of reduced, you will write increased. No. Prudence concept is not there. We are just shifting from one method to another, and therefore our closing stock is recorded at the higher side. And if higher the closing stock, your profit will be higher.
Do we need to record it anywhere in the balance sheet also, as we do when we make NRV of assets?
Yes. And your profit, you are going to record it on the higher side.
No,
you will shift from that method to another method. No,
I'm saying that let us suppose when we revalue our assets.
No, for accounting standard 10, no, revaluation, we have a different policy. We will record revaluation reserve in that case, that accounting standard 10. See, specific accounting standard, you don't follow it now. Umarji, we will see it accounting standard by accounting standard, one by one AS, how we are going to record asset, if it is goes up, if it is going down, how we are going to record it in the books. That is the specific accounting standard. Here, what is the importance of this accounting standard? How you are going to disclose in notes to accounts. What is the policy? That is a different part. Here, how you are going to present the policy in your books. AS1 talks about that. Okay.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. चलिए. So now let's move to illustration number 2. Okay. Now first I will explain the illustration 2. Then one of you will read the answer. Jagannath Limited has made right issue of shares. Right issue means you will give share to your existing shareholder. That is called as a right issue. In the offer document to its member, it has a projected surplus of 40 crores. Okay, projected surplus 40 crores during the accounting year to the end of the 31st March 2002. The draft results for the year prepared on hitherto following the accounting policies and presented for the perusal of the board of directors shows a deficit of 10 crores. Acha. So, draft accounting policies is showing loss. And they projected 40 crores surplus before right issue. The board in directors in consultation with MD decided the following. valuation of inventory at work cost. Now, what is work cost? Your costing faculty will tell you exactly what is a work cost. There are 6 expenditure in costing: direct material, direct labor, direct expenses, factory overheads, administration overhead, and selling and distribution overhead. So 6 expenses. Inventory, previously they have recorded at prime cost. Prime cost is direct material, direct labor, and direct expenses. But now they shifted from that method. They are also considering direct expenses and factory overheads. Work cost means they are considering factory overhead. Sir, how are you knowing all this concept? Because I am also teaching costing, so I know this properly. Prime cost and work cost. If account teacher only takes inventory valuation better, then for him it is difficult. I am a teacher of costing also, so I am aware about this concept. What is the difference between prime cost and work cost? So prime cost is material, labor, and expenses which are direct. But in inventory valuation, you also considers factory overhead, and that is as per accounting standard 2. So nothing wrong in this. And this will increase your closing stock value. This will increase your closing stock value. So 20 rupees is we increased it. So 20 rupees we increased. तो प्राइम कॉस्ट आपका 30 करोड़ से 50 करोड़ में आएगा. Okay, so is it correct? Yes, it is correct. Provide the permanent diminution in the value of investment which it had taken place over the past 5 years for the amount of provision being 10 crore. Okay, so now your investment, now this is, for this you have accounting standard 2 ka reference. See beta, you are not going to understand this now because accounting standard 2 we have not yet studied. S13 also we don't know exactly the provision, but yes, I am giving the guideline. If there is a permanent reduction in your investment value, then you are going to reduce your investment. Okay, permanent reduction, permanent diminution. Diminution means reduction in the value. एक बार हिंदी में समझ लो बेटा, ये जो क्वेश्चन है ना, ये क्वेश्चन ये आप लोगों को इसलिए दिया गया है कि आप लोग पॉलिसी को कैसे रिकॉर्ड करोगे आपके नोट्स में, एनुअल रिपोर्ट में. सो इंस्टीट्यूट आपसे इसके बारे में ये जानकारी चाहती है कि एनुअल रिपोर्ट्स के नोट आप कैसे प्रेजेंट करोगे. सर ये स्टैंडर्ड आपको ज्ञान देगा. S2 ये ज्ञान देगा कि इन्वेंट्री को वैल्यू कैसे किया जाए, पर ये ज्ञान देने के बाद उसको डिस्क्लोज कैसे किया जाए ये बताता है अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड 1. हाउ टू डिस्क्लोज इट विल बी गिवन इन द इंफॉर्मेशन बाय अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड 1. ओके, सो ये इंफॉर्मेशन S1 देगा, बट हाउ टू रिकॉर्ड इट ये S2 देगा एंड S13 देगा. सो S2 वर्क कॉस्ट शुड आई रिकॉर्ड. तो यहां पे मैंने क्या बताया कि आपका इन्वेंट्री आज तक आप क्या कर रहे थे, प्राइम कॉस्ट पे रिकॉर्ड कर रहे थे. प्राइम कॉस्ट मींस व्हाट, डायरेक्ट मटेरियल होता है, डायरेक्ट लेबर होता है, डायरेक्ट एक्सपेंसेस होता है. पर अभी तक आप वैसा रिकॉर्ड कर रहे थे. अभी आपने उसको शिफ्ट किया वर्क कॉस्ट के ऊपर. वर्क कॉस्ट मतलब क्या, उसमें फैक्ट्री ओवरहेड भी ऐड होता है. सर ये एस के हिसाब से बराबर है क्या? 100% बराबर है. S2 में ये सब ज्ञान दिया हुआ है. अभी उसको हमने परमानेंट, अभी दूसरा उन्होंने क्या किया, इन्वेस्टमेंट का प्रॉफिट जो है ना वो 10 करोड़ से नीचे लाया. 10 करोड़, अभी देखो यहाँ पे 20 करोड़ से आपका प्रॉफिट बढ़ गया था, अभी 10 करोड़ से आपका प्रॉफिट नीचे आ जाएगा. और आपने तो लॉस बताया था -10 में 20 रुपए आपका 20 करोड़ तो बढ़ गया और ऊपर से 10 करोड़ आपका नीचे आ गया. तो ओवरऑल प्रॉफिट में आपका 0 रुपीज का प्रॉफिट दिखेगा. और आपका प्रोजेक्टेड सरप्लस कितना था, 40 करोड़ का था. भाई साहब आपने प्रॉफिट को अचीव नहीं किया हुआ है. यू आर नॉट अचीव्ड योर प्रॉफिट बिकॉज you have shown the -10 loss, but this notes now is giving you the profit of 0. Now how are you going to record this? Yes, illustration number 2. Now how you are going to present the answer? Now first one, now your practice till now is 50 crores, 30 crores you recorded it till now, but now this change will increase your profit because previously you recorded at 30, now you are recording at work cost. Work cost means you are including overhead also. So 20 crores se profit is going to change. And what about the second policy? Your profit will be reduced by 10 crores. Your P&L will be reduced by 10 crores. And these two policies will change your profit. And how you are going to record it? That is the illustration 2. Yes. So Ranju ji, आप रीड करोगे? Read it. Yes, Ranju ji. Otherwise, Adishri will read. Vandan, कौन read करना चाहता है?
Sir, I will read.
Who will read? Astha, चलो read कीजिए.
Uh, as per AS1, any change in accounting policy which has a material effect in the current period or which is reasonably expected to have a material effect in later periods should be disclosed. Analysis of point one. During the year, inventory has been valued at factory cost rupees 50 crore against the practice of valuing it at prime cost rupees 30 crore and was the practice till last year. Conclusion. As a result of this change, profit for the year is increased by rupees 20 crores. Analysis of second point. During the year, the company decided to provide rupees 10 crore for permanent fall in the value of investment, which has taken place over the period of past 5 years. Conclusion. As a result of this change, the provision so made has reduced the profit disclosed in the accounts by rupees 10 crore.
Very good. Everyone is clear with the illustration number 2. So your notes to accounts by shifting to, I cannot say this is the change in the policy, but you are now following proper policy. Previously, you are not followed proper policy, and therefore now your answer is now changing. See, Aniruddha is asking, sir, please explain it one more time. See, Aniruddha, previously we are not following it in the proper way. Previously, we followed accounting. See, human being. So he does not have any idea about proper accounting standard. So company may follow some different way of presenting the accounting standard. And what happened? Now that auditor, now a previous accountant, assume he was not a student of Sanket sir. Now you are a student of Sanket sir, you joined any company and you have thorough knowledge about accounting standards. Assume. Now what happened? Now you want to do some changes. Till now company, because it might be a wrong technique, till now company has not valued the inventory on work cost basis, but they followed prime cost. So as a chartered accountant and as a new chartered accountant of that company, you advise company that you are not showing your inventory at correct figure. You are showing, you are under stating your inventory because you are not considered factory overhead. Sanket sir told us in S2, you should also consider factory overhead. And now you are changing from one method. You are not changing the policy, but you are rectifying their policy actually. And this you have to write it in the notes. Previously what happened and now what you are going to do it. Previously company has not provided the permanent reduction of investment. They have invested somewhere and their investment is getting down permanently. So now as a chartered accountant, you advise company, why are you showing that investment at this cost? Now you are not going to realize this amount. Who gives that principle? Accounting standard 13. And therefore now you shifted by showing that cost less permanent reduction, and therefore now your profit is getting reduced, and that profit you will write it in the notes to accounts. Now you got the concept. Yes, Aniruddha, now समझ में आया बेटा आपको? Okay. Easy?
So in this question, starting they have told that they issue branch issue and projection of 40 crore in profit. That we will not
but
disclose
that is the estimated
reality of this
profit.
tax.
That
Yes,
is the
sir.
estimated profit, but now you are not achieving that profit. So see, that was my expectation. My expectation to score 90 marks in accounts, but due to some problem, I have not completed example. I have not completed amalgamation, consolidation, and I got less marks. So now what to do? That decision is, I cannot revert it, no? So okay, we haven't achieved that. But we changed some methods and that way to disclose.
But we will not disclose that projection should not be issued.
What if you are not?
In reality, in fact, these tax when we are seeing this, then we will not disclose that earlier projection which we have made is not achievable.
That is now your choice. See, if I earned black money, then what to do? See, if government understood it, that is a different thing. If I'm not followed, I should follow it. If I'm not following that, it's my fault. And no one is going to punish you. Okay. But yes, someone we may give you remark that this company is not following into the proper way. If shareholder comes to know that they are not following the proper presentation. Okay, and see, this is not key. If you are not followed it, but suppose this policy is not proper, and if shareholder comes to know, or even SEBI comes to know, then can give you some letter and all these things. So this is the second part. So how Satyam fraud, if they followed that BRS technique is not correct, was not correct at that time. Bank reconciliation statement, they inflated some policies. So that is a fraud. We are not talking about all these things. What we are talking about, we are following, if it is in the proper way, how should you disclose it? Okay. नहीं follow किया तो क्या होगा, ये अलग बात है. हम लोग प्रिंसिपली जा रहे हैं. So जिसको practice, mal practices करने, that is a second thing. What we are talking कि this is a correct way.
Sir, for change in policy again, is there any period gap restriction is there, sir, or they can change when they want?
Whenever company wants to show better presentation, they can shift. AS1 has given you the guidance. It is not, AS1 is not giving you any time limit when you should change. Whenever you come to know, okay, I have to change. See, now till today you are not studied properly. Now one day you realize, Sanket sir is giving us proper notes and all these things, and now I have to shift from my previous time pass to study. Okay. So that is your choice, no?
Okay.
Okay.
Sir, even in between accounting period.
Huh. Yes, Karanji?
We can change method even in between the financial year.
No. You're presenting notes to accounts at the end, no? Means you can follow, but your notes you will write at the end when you are presenting your financial statements. Okay, you can change method any time, but then that notes you don't have to write in between, no?
Sir, then the change is applied retrospectively.
Now retrospectively or prospectively, that is given in the accounting standard.
Okay, sir.
Okay, here again I am telling you, this standard is not talking about what is the treatment, retrospective effect, whether FIFO to weighted average. These are talking about how you are going to disclose notes and when you can change. This is not, now LIFO is not allowed. Then you cannot shift from FIFO to LIFO. S2 will prohibit that. But S1 is giving you guidance for disclosure part. Now everyone is clear?
Sir, in first question, why you taken lower value as a?
That is as per accounting standard 2 requirement. Cost or NRV, whichever is lower. So in S2, we are going to see that. And if you shifted to cost, then how your profit is going to impact, that is in the accounting standard 1. Okay. Vijayaji,
Okay,
understood? So
okay,
S2 talks the principle that inventory should be recorded at cost or NRV, which is lower. And S1 talks the principle, if you shifted from one method to another, how are you going to record it? Clear?
sir.
Yes. Again and again, I'm telling you one thing. S1 is not going to give you the guidance how to record that inventory. How to record inventory will be given in the accounting standard 2. Once you change the method, how are you going to present it in the notes will be given in the accounting standard 1. Make it very clear. Okay? Chaliye. Let's move to illustration number 3. See,
Sir.
Huh.
Sir, in illustration 1, why there is
हिंदी में बोले. हाँ.
No, sir, please explain why profit will decrease with the decrease in
Profit, because previously you followed 1,63,000 as inventory. Now you have shown inventory at 1,47,000. Correct? So now you have reduced your inventory value. If your asset is reducing, your profit is going to reduce. It's very simple.
No, sir, my doubt is if there is a decrease in inventory, can't we imagine that we have made a sales?
Now, how to do inventory valuation, that we will see it in the accounting standard too, no? It is not, if we followed the method of FIFO, if we followed the method of FIFO, my answer is 1 lakh. See. Now, accounting standard 2, it calculates. See why this difference is there. See the difference. Why there is a difference. Suppose I bought 10 Maggies at rupees 10. Okay. Then next lot, I bought at 15. Suppose I bought 20 Maggies next time. I bought it at 15 rupees. And these Maggies are getting interchange. Now, suppose out of these 10 or 20 Maggies, I sold 15 Maggies at rupees 18. So this is my profit, 18 rupees. Yes. Now you have to identify out of these 15 Maggies, if I'm following FIFO method, first in, first out, my 10 Maggies are already sold from first lot, because first in, first out. And from second lot, I sold 5 Maggies. So I left with 5 Maggies. Now this closing stock, 5 Maggies, I will record at 15 rupees. It is called as FIFO valuation. Now how to do this is as per FIFO. And if I followed closing stock valuation as per weighted average. So weighted average, how to calculate? 100 rupees is first lot ka Maggie. Second Maggie is 300 rupees. So my total cost 400 rupees. And I bought 30 Maggies. So my weighted average cost will be 13.33 rupees. 300 plus 100 plus 300 and divide by 10 plus 20. This is a weighted average method. And I will record this closing stock 5 into 33.33. So my Maggie will be costing me 66.67 closing stock. Two different methods will give you two different closing stock. Aditya Sinha ji, you got this concept now? Now, previously I followed FIFO method. But due to some better presentation from FIFO, I shifted to weighted average method. Now this principle, who talks this principle is 2. And who talks about this change in the inventory valuation method, accounting standard 1. Now you want to shift? Yes, you can. Why you change the policy? Because it is required by law? No. It is required by statute, accounting standard? No. For better presentation? Yes. I shifted it because I want better presentation. My all competitors are following weighted average. Then why should I follow FIFO method basis? And now this note, previously I followed FIFO and now I shifted to weighted average, will reduce my profit from 75 to 66.67, that is 8.33. This is notes to account disclosure. I have given it to my shareholders. Now you are clear with the concept, Aditya Sinha? Aditya? So shifting from one method to another doesn't matter. हाँ आदित्य बोलिए.
Yes, sir, I'm clear now.
Okay. So this principle, FIFO and weighted average, who has given this principle? S2. And who has given the principle of change in the profit disclosure? That is S1. Chalo. I have given you a lot of time, Abhi. Difference between S1 and S other accounting standards. Yes. Now third illustration. Third illustration. Now this is something you might feel this was a difficult illustration. Those who already studied from the study material. Students, after understanding the concept, you have to read it from study material. Mandatory, you have to give 2 to 3 hours. If you are not allotting these 3 hours to for reading purpose, then accounting standard is ocean. And after 4 or 5 months, you will be zero, zero, nothing you can recall. Chaliye. So today, what are you going to do? You will write these all examples in 400 pages book in my way. Illustration 3. XYZ company is engaged. Yes, anyone who already read this illustration 3 and wants to explain? Any one of you, please raise your hand. I just want to check your conceptual clarity. Any one of you, out of these 200 students, 170 plus students, yes, any one of you who understood it. Mosam, you understood it?
Sir, can you please explain again this?
Which illustration?
No, sir, last one.
Illustration 3, I am going to explain it. But any one of you understood it? Priti, you want to explain it? I want to check your conceptual clarity while reading it. Acha, how many of you have read this but didn't understood? Raise your hand. Yes, sir, I read it, but I am not getting it clear. Yes, many of you. Good. Yes, good, beta. I'm very happy that everyone is reading study mat. Okay, explanation part I will give it now. XYZ companies engage in the business of financial services and is undergoing tight liquidity. Okay. Since the most of the assets of the company are blocked in various claims or petition in a special court, they are in the problem, tight liquidity position. XYZ accepts the inter-corporate deposit and is making its best efforts to settle these dues. Okay. There were claims at various rate of interest. So they accepted some deposits, beta. Inter-corporate deposit means they accepted some loans and they want to settle it. But what happened? Rates are various interest rates. For example, from X company, they have taken it from at 12%. From Y company, they have taken it on 13%. So there are various rate of interest. From the due date up to the date of repayment, but they have not repaid it. The company has provided interest. Okay, company ne provide interest. They have not paid it, but they provide it. They provide it means what? They pass the entry interest expenditure account debit to outstanding interest is their liability. No, this is not accounting standard 16 beta. Ramji, please don't get confused. Don't apply different accounting standard. So they provided it as per the terms of the contract till due date. See, I have given a time to my lender. Okay, I will pay your loan on 31st March 24. So this is my due date. According to me, I will pay you on 31st March 2024. But due to some financial problems, I have not paid the loan up to 31st May 2024. I'm going to explain it in Hindi also, don't worry. Now what happened? From 31st March 2000 up to 31st March 2024, that is up to due date, I provided interest. But whether interest meter stopped? No. because 2 months का interest you are going to pay as you have not paid him on 31st March 2024. Yes, sir. Got the concept. So this is called as due date, and this is called as whenever I'm going to repay it, this is called as repayment date. So whether my interest meter stopped after due date, no, I have to pay that. Instead of that, I have to pay additional amount also as a penalty. Okay, might be if it is given in the contract. So interest meter is not going to stop. Now what company is doing? They have written a note for non-provision of interest after this due date. After this due date, they have given a note. What note? That no interest is provided on the due date to the date of repayment was affected in the financial statement. Why? On account of uncertainties existing regarding the determination of the amount and in the absence of any specific legal obligation, we are obliged to pay you up to due date. Who is going to leave that interest? In case of insolvency, yes, you might be settling that amount. But if there is no insolvency, do you think that lender will forget that interest amount? Not at all. And regarding and the determination of the amount in the absence of these claims are in the nature of claims acknowledged against the company, not acknowledged as a debt. So company is thinking that this is a contingent liability. Do you think it is a contingent liability? Contingent liability means claims against the company. I have to pay it. But this is not a debt because our duty is up to due date. After due date, we do not have any provision. There is no legal obligation on me. There is not, we have not any agreement. After due date, what is going to happen? So that's why I have not provided it. And same has been disclosed in the notes to accounts. Why company has done this? Because they don't want to show their balance sheet in the loss position. Is it correct? Company's treatment. देखिए कंपनी का बोलना क्या है. 31 मार्च को हमारा ड्यू डेट खत्म हुआ. मैंने मोहलत दी थी 31 मार्च 2024 तक. 31 मार्च 2024 को हमने क्या किया? हमने ये नहीं लोन पे किया. क्यों नहीं किया भाई? पैसा ही नहीं है जेब में, क्या करे, कहां से लाएंगे पैसा? तो 31 मार्च 2024 को नहीं दे दिया. अभी उसके बाद अरे भाई इंटरेस्ट का मीटर थोड़ी बंद होने वाला है. सामने वाले को तुमने लोन नहीं दिया, 31 मार्च 2024 के बाद भी उसका इंटरेस्ट का मीटर चालू होगा. कंपनी बोल रही है हमारे ऊपर थोड़ी ये लीगल ऑब्लिगेशन होता है. कंपनी बोल रही है 31 मार्च के बाद भी सर हम लोग तो नहीं पे करेंगे. हम लोग ने पे थोड़ी करना है. हमने तो लोन लेके रखा है. हमारा थोड़ी बनती है बात कि हमने पेमेंट करना चाहिए करके. कंपनी बोल रही है कि ऐसा नहीं चलेगा. वैशु जी, there are some North Indian students also who are not getting English properly. So first I will explain it in English and afterwards I will explain it in Hindi. So please you have to spare some time, and in first session only I already told you that I am going to explain it in Hindi also in revision batch. Okay. So now the question is कि ये कंपनी बोल रही है कि 31 मार्च के बाद आप थोड़ी इंटरेस्ट पे करने वाले हो. हम लोग थोड़ी इंटरेस्ट पे कर रहे हैं. हमने थोड़ी ये करना चाहिए, तो हम लोग नहीं रिकॉर्ड करेंगे. ये तो हमारी ऊपर आया तो आया, हमारा ऑब्लिगेशन नहीं है. भाई ऐसे थोड़ी चलता है. इज इट अलाउड? नॉट एट ऑल. I just explained them, Vaishu ji, scenario in Hindi, what happened. So you already understood. Up to 31st March 2024, due date was there, but we are not paid on due date. And therefore, now company is claiming that after due date, we are not going to pay you interest because there is no illegal obligation. Now everyone is clear with the example. Anyone has difficulty in understanding illustration 3? Yes. You can ask me. Raise your hand. If you have still any difficulty, you can ask me. No? Yes, Ranju, understood. Mosam ji, understood?
Yes, sir.
Ranju ji, understood? You raised your hand. Okay. Yes,
Yes, sir.
Tambeshwari ji, kuch? Minamruta ji. company has not paid loan on due date, and therefore after due date still interest meter is there, interest is running, company has to pay that interest, but company is claiming that our legal contract is up to due date. After due date, we do not have any legal contract, and therefore we will write it as a contingent liability. This is very simple. Okay. Now, yes, Adishri, read. How are you going to disclose it?
Fact of the cases. XYZ has accepted the intercorporate deposit. For interest on such deposit, provision is not made due to the uncertainty in determination of amount and the absence of any specific legal obligation at present.
So
Company
fact
has...
is very simple.
Yes, sir.
Adishri, yes. The company has disclosed the interest claim by way of notes.
Notes.
Hmm.
Provisions as per AS1 disclosure of accounting policies, it consider present concept, that is provision should be made for all known liabilities and losses.
So which is the important sentence that you are going to write? Prudence concept. Okay.
All known liabilities and losses, even through the amount cannot be determined with certain and represented only the best estimated in the light of available information. Also, a cruel concept is one of the fundamental accounting assumptions. So, as long as the principal amount for loan is not repaid, the lender cannot be replaced in a disadvantageous position for non-payment of interest in respect of overdue amount, irrespective of terms and contract.
Okay. So as
Conclusion.
per, you have to write two concepts over there.
Okay.
Number one, you have to write prudence concept also. What
And
prudence
accrual.
concept says? You are in loss.
Yes.
Therefore, provision for all liabilities, though you do not, you are not aware about your certain amount. Okay. Though agreement is silent after due date. And second one, accrual concept also you have to follow. You are not escaping from your liability.
Yes.
Okay. And therefore, you have to record interest on overdue amount also. Overdue means after due date, if amount is payable. Conclusion.
As per the fact of the cases and provisions of AS, the company should provide for the liability since it is not waived by the lender at any amount estimated on reasonable basis on the fact that fact and circumstances of each cases. Non-provision of overdue interest liability amount to violation of accrual basis accounting and hence treatment done by the company of not providing interest amount from due date to the date of repayment is not correct.
Okay. Students, normally what happened in exam, if such type of questions asked by the examiner, students are writing in very simple way. Company treatment is not correct as per S1. And you are expecting full marks from the examiner, from the ICAI. So remember, if you don't mention prudence concept, if you don't mention accrual concept, how are you going to receive get the marks? Tell me. It's very in simple way. It's give and take policy. If you are not writing, giving him a proper presentation, then why he will give you the marks? And students, you have to understand what ICAI expects from you. And therefore I have given. So now those students who read it before, and now how I presented the answer, see the difference. In simple way, I presented it. I mentioned prudence concept. I mentioned accrual concept, and I have given the answer properly. Now everyone is clear with the concept. तरंग बोल रहा है यस सर, अभी अच्छे से समझ में आ गया. नाउ वी अंडरस्टूड इट प्रॉपरली. आदिश्री जी, previously
Yes,
you
sir.
understood it?
Yes, sir.
Previously also?
No,
Or
sir.
now
No,
you
sir. Now I
understood?
have understood.
Yes, now
Sir.
you understood it.
सर
Okay. हाँ जी,
सर हार्दिक
बोल हार्दिक.
सर एक छोटा सा डाउट था सर.
बोलिए.
बाय चांस अगर क्वेश्चन में कोई भी लिखा नहीं है कि किस स्टैंडर्ड के हिसाब से प्रेजेंट करना है आंसर, तो
No
सर
beta, 29 accounting standards, you have to write it with names.
नहीं
It's
नहीं
not.
सर, मैं क्वेश्चन में पूछ रहा हूँ कि क्वेश्चन जब दिया है एग्जामिनर ने नहीं मेंशन करा कि किस अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड से प्रेजेंट करना है आंसर. तो सर अगर लाइक मैंने ये पढ़ा तो मेरे को तो ये फर्स्ट इंस्टेंस में 29 लगा, तो अगर सर उससे मैं करूंगा तो भी सही है?
अभी
प्रोविजन
ये
क्योंकि बनना था.
प्रोविजन, यस. नाउ आप S29 का भी प्रिंसिपल यूज कर सकते हो, बट इसका ऑल्टरनेटिव आंसर इंस्टीट्यूट के जो पेपर चेक करे उनके पास होना चाहिए. एंड उनको ये
अच्छा.
समझ भी होनी चाहिए, बिकॉज देखो मेरे पास पेपर आने वाला है, मैं
हाँ जी
पेपर
सर.
चेकिंग करने के लिए आया, मैं क्या इसमें क्लासेस में नहीं हूँ?
हाँ जी सर.
बराबर है. तो मेरे पास जो आंसर होगा उसी से मैं मार्क्स दूंगा. तो उसमें S29 का रेफरेंस ही नहीं होगा तो मैं कैसे मार्क्स दूं? आया समझ में?
ओके
क्योंकि
सर.
इधर प्रूडेंस कॉन्सेप्ट है. हाँ, S29 is also correct. You have to provide it for.
हाँ
S29
जी सर.
reference is also important. But now, suppose he does not have answer of S29, you won't get marks, no? Though you are correct. And
ओके सर.
see, those are not computers. Paper checker is also human being.
हाँ जी सर.
And whatever institute material is there, he will check it from that material. And students
ओके
are
सर.
expecting, yes, you are 100% correct. In general way, accounting standard 29, S29, you have to apply
हाँ जी
over
सर.
here. But as per institute answer, S1 is there. Okay.
ठीक है सर.
ठीक है.
Sir,
ठीक
but
है सर.
Sir, even
but
repayment, after repayment also we have to pay the interest, sir.
Now it is depending. We are not talking about repayment. We are talking about not providing interest. Now, how they settle the transaction, it is between two parties. But as an accountant, if company has not provided, then as an accountant, I should provide it. And what is going to happen of at the time of repayment? That is the policy which is decision by the two borrower and lender. They will take the decision. Okay.
Sir, normally we will pay interest up to the.
No. Interest meter is always there. No, you are not paid on time. After that also company, whether bank is going to waive that interest? No, not at all. How I can waive that interest? Understood?
Yes.
Yes. Chaliye. So we have finished with illustration number
sir, this is Aichal.
3. Huh. Yes, Aichal.
Sir, based on the question, it was given that company, most of the assets is in some special code blocked there. It is a contingent event, sir. It may get losses over there due to some not following anything or legal issues. It's a contingent issue. As per AS29, we'll be giving a disclosure. But what to deal with here, the default in paying to the investors is a known thing that we are going to get a loss, sir. So it should be dealt with as provisions only, right, sir? Conservatism concept, right? Is
Actually,
anything
interest, they have to provide it for. Then they waived it, then you will reverse the entry. Okay. But the very simple policy, it is not contingent liability. No one is going to waive that interest. If in court, if liquidation happens and court and there is agreement between that borrower and lender, yes, we will waive that amount. That is the afterward part. That is the settlement part. But up to settlement part, you have to provide the interest as a loss or an expenditure. Though you are not paid it, outstanding liability is there. Okay. So settlement is a different thing. But
sir.
interest has to be provided in the books. It is not at all contingent liability. Though you are in the, in the liquidity crunch or liquidity problem, but still you have to provide that interest as per accrual concept and prudence concept. Okay. Chalo. It's 8:50 na. TYK 6. State whether the following statements.
Excuse me, sir.
Okay. हाँ जी संजीव जी.
Sir, I'm reading from the book, and in the solution of fifth and sixth line from the bottom, I'm a bit confused, sir. It says, however, in respect of overdue interest amount, which are settled, the liability should be accrued to the extent of amount settled. So my question is, if the interest is already settled, then the accounting entry to that extent should have already been passed in the books, no? So why it has to be then again accrued as a liability?
Up to due date, they have provided. After due date, they haven't provided. And they are writing only note, which is not correct. And amount is certain means interest rate is already known. You don't provide for penalty, but at least for interest you can provide it, no?
Sir, I get that. So that part is clear, that if interest is not paid up to the date of repayment, it has to be accrued. But if the interest is already settled, because it says, however, sir,
Okay.
this is this is
However, in respect of overdue interest, this amount.
Yes. However, in respect of overdue interest amount, which are settled.
Which are settled, the liability should be accrued to the extent of which are going to settle.
I mean, I think they have written which are settled. So I'm assuming these are already settled.
No. They are not yet settled, no. Which is going to settle in the future.
Okay, so it has to be read as which are going to be settled. But okay. So I mean, I think the language is a bit confused.
And that's why you follow my language. I have given it properly.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Next one.
भाई ऐसे बीच में मत बोला करो, ठीक है? सर को बीच में मत काटा करो.
ठीक है, it's okay. उनका query था, it's okay. ठीक है, next time I will give you proper time now. हाँ, start with TYK 6. चलो. State whether the following statements are true or false and also give the reason for that. Certain fundamental accounting assumptions underline the preparation and presentation of financial statements. They are usually specifically stated because their acceptance and use are not assumed. So fundamental assumptions, when to present it? Yes, when to present it? If it is followed or if it is not followed? If it is not followed. So answer is false. Fundamental assumptions underlies the preparation and presentation of financial statements. They are usually not specifically stated because their acceptance and use are assumed. Disclosure is necessary if they are not followed. Very simple. If fundamental accounting assumptions are not followed in presentation and preparation of financial statement, a specific disclosure is not required. Again, false. If not followed, the fact should be disclosed. All significant accounting policies adopted in the preparation and presentation of financial statement should form the part of financial statement. Yes, notes to accounts, you are going to disclose it. Where you are going to disclose it? In notes to accounts in one place. Should form the part and they should be disclosed in one place. And what is that one place? Notes to accounts. After balance sheet, P&L, cash flow statement, statement of changes in equity. Finally, you have notes to accounts. Any change in the accounting policy which has a material effect should be disclosed. Where the amount by which the item in the financial statement is affected by such change is not ascertainable, then the fact need not be indicated. Wrong. The fact should be indicated. False. So the fact should be Disclose if amount is not ascertainable. Give examples of different accounting policies, FIFO, LIFO, FIFO weighted average, and other also. Yes. And last question. Okay. This is, I think, new question. I don't think this was in the old study mat. This is for May 2025. I think so. ABC Limited was making provision. New question, no? Huh. ABC Limited was to market IMP question. ABC was making a provision for non-moving inventories based on the issue of last 12 months up to 31st March 2001. Now, what is non-moving stock? Non-moving stock means you are not continuously selling that stock. You are not using that stock. It's called as non-moving stock. The company wants to provide, based on the technical valuation, total inventory 100, provision required on based on 12 months issue 3.5, and provision on technical valuation 2.5. Okay. So now company wants to shift from their provision up from that to technical provision. So previously they recorded 3.5 and now they recorded 2.5. Okay. So wants from provision from non-moving inventory based on technical valuation. Disclosure, accounting policy of company may require that provision for non-moving inventory should be made. So compulsory. So your inventory, you have to reduce it. The method of estimating the amount of provision may change in case of more prudent estimate can be made. More prudent estimate. The conclusion, the decision of making non-inventory on the basis of technical evaluation does not amounting to change in the policy. Remember. And now this materiality institute has answered it. Huh? That's why I have taken it. This change from 3.5 lakhs to 2.5 lakhs is also not material. Now materiality depends on person to person. However, the disclosure should be made. The company has provided non-basis inventory basis on the technical evaluation, these notes, and same method has been followed. The profit for the company is lower by rupees 1 lakh. So previous method followed, then my valuation will be, I will provide for 3.5 loss and that will reduce my profit by 1 lakh rupees. See, one more time, I will explain it. See, what is non-moving inventory? That you are not selling it on regular basis. Therefore, my inventory valuation, I showed 100 rupees. Now this 100 rupees comes down minus 3.5. So I'm now recording it as per 96.5 as per my old policy. Then I appointed some technical person. Technical person has given me the valuation 100 minus 2.5, 97.5. And therefore, my valuation previously 96.5. Now, as per technical person, I recorded at 97.5. So, is it a change in the policy? No. This is change in the estimate. Estimate, you changed it. And therefore, it is not recorded as change in policy. But still, you have to give a note that we shifted from provision that's as per our calculation to technical calculation, and which will, if I continued with the same policy, then my profit will be lower by 1 lakh rupee. So this note I have to give it in the notes to accounts. So this is a new question. सर चेंज करने में कोई बदलाव करने में कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, पर ये चेंज इन पॉलिसी नहीं है. ये चेंज इन पॉलिसी नहीं है, ये याद रखना. हमने क्या किया था, हमने हमारे हिसाब से 3.5 लाख निकाला था, पर हमने टेक्निकल बंदे को बुलाया. वो बंदा बोला कि सर 2.5 लाख की प्रोविजन कीजिए, तो हमने उसके हिसाब से किया. तो अभी हमारा पहला जो पॉलिसी था तब हमारा 3.5 लाख से इन्वेंट्री डाउन हो रहा था, तो हमारा प्रॉफिट उससे 1 लाख से कम आ रहा था. अभी टेक्निकल बंदे को बुलाया तो टेक्निकल बंदे ने बोल दिया सिर्फ 2.5 का लॉस रिकॉर्ड करो, तो हमने उस हिसाब से कर लिया. सो दिस इज ऑल फॉर TYK 8. Okay, so we have done with this accounting standard. This accounting standard specifically talks about not any specific accounting policy, but whenever you are not following the specific accounting policy, how are you going to present the answer? Index one page, Next batch, next lecture, I will give you index, but screenshots I will provide you at the end of the session for accounting standard 1. I hope you are now very clear with the accounting standard 1. See, the sentences are very important. How are you going to present the answer? Facts, provision, conclusion. That you have to write it, and sentences are very important. Materiality words, prudence word, accrual word. These wordings are very important. Okay. I hope now you are able to write the answer in exam. After writing all these answers, one to all illustration, it will be very easy. Okay. It is change in estimate. Yes, beta. Change in the provision, change in the estimate. Yes. Clear with this first accounting standard? I hope you will get now good marks for accounting standard 1. Any difficulty in S1 now? So what is the benefit of today's session? Govindji, have you read this accounting standard before? All illustration part? Yes. Unmute कर दीजिए अभी 2 मिनट के लिए. गोविंद जी.
Sir.
Okay. Myra.
Sir. Vijayalakshmi.
Yes, Vijay Lakshmi. Sai Kiran ji, क्या benefit हुआ? What is the
Yes,
benefit?
sir. How to understand the facts of the case, how to give the provisions, and how to discuss the AA standards, and then how to give conclusion that we have understood, sir, today.
And when you were reading this accounting standard, when you solved all these illustration by your own, what was the difficulty? In which illustration you found it difficult?
AS1 we understood, sir. There is no difficulty for up to AS1 is concerned.
Okay. Okay. So now we are going to start with AS20 after break. Break is up to 8:45. And we are going to solve some illustration. Huh? Don't miss today's session. 8:45.
Okay.
Chalo. See, we have finished with the accounting standard 1 and now students are aware about how to write the answer for accounting standard 1. Accounting standard 1 is not numerical based, but it's a theory based. So those students who write it only yes, correct, no, not correct, they won't get marks. So accounting standard 1 itself has its own language, and language is very important while writing the provision of accounting standard. And I'm going to teach you how to write the answers. So this standard is not based on RMPD analysis, recognition, measurement, presentation, disclosure. It is very general accounting standard which talks about how you are going to write the notes to accounts. Even no specific accounting policy and same otherwise that direct method or indirect method, it is not mentioned here. If you change the policy, how are you going to disclose in the notes to accounts is given in the accounting standard. Okay. So now, yes, Sai Charanji wants to take a revision of accounting standard 20. So Sai Charanji, Sai, I think.
Sir.
Sai
Sir,
Kiran.
this is regarding, yes, sir, this is regarding earning per share. From sale value, we have to reduce variable cost, then contribution will come. From that, we have to reduce fixed cost, then earnings before interest and tax will come. From that, if we reduce interest, profit before tax will come. From that, if we reduce tax, profit after tax will come. From that, if we reduce dividend payable on preferential shares, then earnings available for equity shareholders will come. If we divide that by number of shareholders, EPS will come. But accounting standards AS 20 prescribes how to calculate EPS. It shows if there is any particular transactions during the year, basing on opening balance and particular subsequent debits and credits, we have to arrive at the EPS. And there is one more method, basing on monthly average, we can calculate. Both result will be the same. In case of bonus shares, if it is, even if it is issued during the middle of the year, for entire year, we have to take for account. And also for previous year, we have to calculate adjusted EPS. This is AS 20, sir.
And have you completed right issue?
Right, not at all, sir.
Okay.
It was not yet discussed
Very well,
in
very
the
well
class.
explained. Very well explained. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. So Saiji, very well explained. Earnings available to equity shareholder.
Yes.
Okay. So do one thing.
Yes, sir.
Everyone. Okay. Now I'm going to explain you what is right shares today. And after that, I'm going to explain you diluted EPS. So before diluted EPS and all, we will see today some important PPD. Actually, my target was accounting standard 17. But okay, but accounting standard 1, it takes a lot of time to finish examples. No problem. See, now you are clear with this concept of earning per share, how it is going to calculate. So introduction part, key definitions. After that, Wayne's calculation. What is Wayne's? Yes, what is Wayne's? What is the full form of Wayne's? Yes, beta. Lalitji, I will tell you. No, it is not showing in the balance sheet, but it is showing in the profit and loss account. What is the full form of Wayne's? Myra ji, bataiye. Weighted average number of equity shares. Correct, Myra? Myra ji has a problem of mic. ठीक है. नितिन बराबर है full form?
Average number of
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we have to calculate diluted EPS. What is diluted EPS? Have I explained that concept, diluted EPS?
No, sir.
No?
Not yet.
Okay.
No, sir.
Just in
No,
our
sir.
own.
And disclosure part. Introduction. As per accounting standard 20, principles for determination and presentation of earnings for different accounting periods. Different accounting period means last year and current year. We calculate EPS. We compare it for different accounting period. It is the financial ratio. So I already explained you. In ratio analysis in financial management, you know what is EPS. Indicating the amount of profit or loss. This is a profit or loss attributable. Attributable means what I can say. Attributable means we have to calculate for each equity share. Okay. Attributable to each equity share. Calculation for each equity share. So profit or loss for each equity share. That is earning per share. Because profit or loss gives you overall idea about the company. Per share, how are you going to calculate? It will give you earnings available to per equity shareholder per share. Okay. So it is available to each equity share. What we are going to understand in this EPS, this is chapter summary. Existing number of shares. Distributable. Huh? So existing number of shares is basic EPS. Existing. In that we have to understand buyback. We already covered buyback. In buyback, yes, Saiji, in buyback, what we have done? It's added or deducted while calculation of Wayne's.
Deducted, sir. Buyback deducted.
Very good. Buyback multiplied by holding period. Deducted. In bonus shares,
We have added, sir.
we have added bonus shares, but number of months we consider for 12 months.
Full year,
And
full year.
right shares we have not discussed yet. If fully paid and partly paid. In case of partly paid, what we have done?
Pro rata.
5 by 10. Very good. We have done multiplication of 5 by 10. If you remember, and in fully paid, we multiplied by 10 by 10. Now, if shares are having potential to convert into equity shares, which securities are like this, which have potential to convert into equity shares? Any one of you?
Debt and preferential.
Debenture. Sir, debentures, preferential share.
Very good. Very good. ESOP also. Very good. So today they are
Share
not
warrant.
shares. Today they
Share
are
warrant.
not shares. Okay. Yes, beta. Today they are not shares, but they have potential to convert into equity shares. Today they are debentures. Why I'm issuing debenture, convertible debenture? Logic is very simple. When I started my business, try to understand. When I started my business, I want to attract my investor. I want to attract my investor. I want 1 lakh rupees from him. In starting phase, whether I'm able to earn profits, जब मैं बिजनेस शुरू करूंगा तो तुरंत मुझे प्रॉफिट आने वाला है क्या? No, I'm not going to receive profit immediately. Because it takes some time to attract customers. When I started my classes, in the very first year, whether I was a popular faculty, not at all. It takes some time. And therefore, investor won't get profitable amount. So to attract him, I request him to give me 1 lakh rupees. I will pay you some interest on that. And after certain years, when I became popular faculty, my investor will get profit share. He has a choice. After certain years, he can stop or he can convert into equity shares. And this is the logic of convertible debentures. So convertible debenture holder, investor, in starting phase, he gets interest. After certain years, he get either dividend or he stopped from that investment. He will collect amount back and company will repay them. It's a choice which is available to convertible debenture holders. It is one type of attractive investment. Starting phase interest when company is not in profit, and when company after certain years company is in a big profit, and then he will enjoy dividend. Same logic of preference shares. Same logic of preference shares. But remember, for debentures, company is paying interest, and interest is tax deductible. Company can claim interest as expenditure, and company can reduce its profit and pay less tax. For example, I am earning 100 rupees profit. One option, I am issuing debentures. Second option, I am issuing preference shares. Convertible debentures and convertible preference shares. When I'm issuing convertible debentures, debentures is like borrowings. I will pay, assume 30 rupees interest. Assume 30 rupees interest. Earning before interest and tax, EBIT, is 100. 30 rupees is interest. And therefore, 70 rupees is my profit on which I pay tax, earning before tax, and my PAT will be, assume 50%. So I have to pay only 35 rupees tax and on 70 rupees. But assume if investor is a preference shareholder, my earning before interest and tax 100, zero interest, and therefore I have to pay tax on 100 rupees, and 50 rupees is my tax, and 50 rupees is profit after tax. Here I can't save tax. Here I will save tax. In case of debenture, I will save tax, but in case of preference shares, company is not able to save tax. So debentures in financial management is always cheaper than equity. Why? Rate is also lower and it saves tax. Therefore, two benefits investor will get in case of debentures. Sir, I'm not here to explain you about financial management, but just want to tell you the concept of interest saves tax. Concept of interest is saving tax. Interest is called as tax deductible expenditure. Interest is called as tax deductible expenditure. Preference dividend is not at all tax deductible expenditure. I hope you are clear with the concept of डिबेंचर वर्सेस प्रेफरेंस शेयर्स. एक बार ध्यान में रखना, डिबेंचर हमारा टैक्स बचाता है, प्रेफरेंस शेयर्स हमारा टैक्स बचाता नहीं है. डिबेंचर के ऊपर आप इंटरेस्ट पे करोगे. सपोज आपका अर्निंग 100 रुपीज होगा. अर्निंग के ऊपर आपने 100 रुपीज कमाने के बाद 30 रुपए आपका इंटरेस्ट में जाता है, तो आपको 70 रुपए के ऊपर ही टैक्स भरना पड़ेगा. पर वही केस आपका 30 रुपया प्रेफरेंस डिविडेंड में जाता है, तो आपको पूरा 100 रुपए पे टैक्स भरना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि डिबेंचर का इंटरेस्ट हमेशा टैक्स सेव करता है, तो प्रेफरेंस शेयर्स का कभी भी टैक्स सेव नहीं करता है. नाउ as per prudence concept, if I am recording basic EPS and my existing shareholder, they have to compete Compete means what? They have to understand that their earnings are getting diluted if these convertible debentures, if convertible preference shares are getting converted into equity shares, their earnings is going to dilute, and I have to record that EPS also. I should tell to my existing shareholder that your EPS is not safe. Your basic EPS that you are earning is a different thing. But your earnings may get dilute and your earnings may get reduced. Sir, if after dilution, so I have to show them this working also. If convertible debenture gets converted into equity share, how much earning you are going to earn? How much you are going to earn? That I have to tell them, and therefore diluted EPS has to be presented along with basic EPS. मुझे मेरे शेयर होल्डर को बेसिक ईपीएस सिर्फ बताना नहीं है, मुझे उनको डाइल्यूटेड ईपीएस भी बताना है कि भाई साहब यदि तुम्हारा अर्निंग आज इतना है वो बेसिक ईपीएस, पर ये कन्वर्टिबल वाले आ गए, कन्वर्टिबल मतलब उनके पास पहले डिबेंचर्स था, अभी इक्विटी शेयर्स हो गया, तो आपका अर्निंग डाइल्यूट होगा और वो भी ईपीएस मुझे उनको दिखाना पड़ेगा. प्रूडेंस कॉन्सेप्ट, सिर्फ बेसिक ईपीएस नहीं, और नॉट ओनली बेसिक ईपीएस, बट योर अर्निंग में गेट डाइल्यूटेड एंड देन डाइल्यूट मींस व्हाट? मिक्सचर. Your existing shares will get mixed with convertible debenture, dilute. In science, you already studied that word, diluted. वो क्या क्या होता था? H2O and all. Friends, now you are clear with the concept of diluted EPS. Diluted EPS, in comment section write down yes or no. So diluted EPS are convertible preference shares and debentures. And employee stock option also. Now, what is employee stock option? See, I am a businessman and I always think for my employees also. My employee, if they get assurance from the company is not only paying me salary, but company is also thinking for employees, then they will do more hard work. For me, I will earn more business. So to attract my employees, I have given one extra scheme. Employees, you will get salary plus, if you are there in my business for next 3 years, if you are in service for next 3 years, you will get my company ka share. Oh, so salary plus ownership. They will be very happy. But when they will get after 3 years. You have to retain in my business for next 3 years. I will give you share at concessional price. Sir, in market prices, nothing is free except virtual coaching classes. 150 rupees is a market value. And I am giving you that share at 80 rupees. It's called as exercise price. From my pocket, I'm paying 70 rupees. Yes, it's like right shares, but there is a difference in right shares and ESOP. 70 rupees I'm paying from my pocket. It's called as intrinsic value. See, these wordings are thoda difficult. Number one, 150 is the market price. Number two, I'm giving that share at 70 rupees. Number three, 80 rupees I'm paying from my pocket. It is called as intrinsic value. 70 rupees is called as exercise. Exercise karo, price, he will exercise it. And whatever I'm paying from my pocket is called as intrinsic value. And market price is 150. So friends, when I will understand this? After 3 years. So what about today, sir? Today, I will not consider in the basic EPS. I will consider it in the diluted EPS. Diluted EPS talks about these shares are getting converted into equity shares after 3 years. Today we are not aware. Today it is option. You have to be in my business for next 3 years. You have to retain in my business. Service condition. There is one more condition, performance condition. Now it is removed from your syllabus. What is performance condition? If you earn that much great net profit, or if my market price of the share reaches to this, you will get a share. That is a performance condition. But again, that is the option which is to the employee. We cannot compel them. No, take these shares. And they will take it if they have money. 70 rupees is exercise price. 150 ka share they will get at 70 rupees. Tata always gives this type of shares to their employees. Tata Technology, previously they had only and only employee shares. They do not have outsider investors. Whatever they have given to their employees, their share capital fully consisting of promoters share capital, Tata Technology, and then equity. Now they introduced IPO 1 year before. So you always have to think about your employees. And this is how ESOP calculation is there. Yes, beta, Divya. So, my dear students, I hope you understood what is the diluted EPS and what is the logic. So why you are presenting it? Because basic EPS, you are going to calculate. That is for existing shareholders. But you will tell to your shareholder, that existing shareholder, wait. Your earnings is going to dilute. Your earnings, why it will get dilute? Because convertible debentures will convert their debentures into equity shares. Preference shareholder will convert their equity shares. ESOP employee will come in, they will get the share at concessional price. And therefore, you will have lower EPS. So don't think that basic EPS is the final EPS. Along with that diluted EPS. So if diluted EPS is more than basic EPS, don't record it. Don't give them false hopes. Don't record it. If sir, basic EPS is 5, and if after calculation of diluted EPS, diluted EPS showing 6 rupees. So this is the anti-dilutive. Dilutive means it has to come down. If it is anti-dilutive, don't record it. Got the concept? यदि 5 रुपया बेसिक ईपीएस है, 5 का 6 हुआ, भाई साहब बत रिकॉर्ड करना, डाइल्यूटेड ईपीएस ही रिकॉर्ड करना है. 5 का 4 होना चाहिए, 5 का 6 नहीं चलेगा. 1 2 का 4 नॉट अलाउड. नीचे आया तो अलाउड. 4 2 का 1 अलाउड. ओके, नीचे आया तो रिकॉर्ड करना है, ऊपर गया तो ना रिकॉर्ड करना. मुन्ना ध्यान में रखना. तो ये चीजें हैं. This is what the accounting standard 20. This summary is accounting standard 20. We have to calculate when's calculation, buyback for shares, additional shares issued, convertible partly paid. We have done with this calculation. In case of bonus issue, we have done with the calculation. Right shares today we are going to see. Debentures and preference shares we will see. And ESOP we are going to see. And this is how this accounting standard will calculate EPS and diluted EPS. I hope you are clear with the concept. Say yes or no. So which AS is more easy? S1 or S20? आदिश्री जी, कौन सा अच्छा लग रहा है? Which one is better one? Everyone is answering here S20. So S1, I haven't taught like properly. Huh?
Both,
Yes,
sir.
Both.
Both.
So now you are enjoying accounting standards.
Yes, sir.
Accounting standards at my time, no? When I studied my CA final exam, I will share my experience. Accounting standard is like, it is an optional part. First, we finished our consolidation, amalgamation. Then in CA final, we had that ESOP chapter. I remember all the chapter names, mutual funds. And accounting standard is something which was in option. We never liked accounting standards. But now accounting standard is your dunya, is your world. Everything is accounting standards. And there are now best faculties are always there to share their knowledge on accounting standard and make it very interesting. Okay, so now accounting standard is something which is students are getting more, comfortable with the accounting standards. Okay, but many students till today, I have seen, sir, accounting standards, now we didn't like accounting standards. So please don't use that word. It's a boring. It's always meaningful. It's not meaningless. Accounting standard is always beautiful. And your CA final is basically, if your basics are clear in accounting standard, you are going to score in the CA final in Indes. Indes are also a base of accounting standard. You are going to use it in the Indes. Okay. आपने कैसे इंटरेस्ट बनाया इसमें? मैंने इंटरेस्ट कैसे बनाया? तो बेटा मैंने खुद ने इसमें पीपीडीज बनाए, शॉर्ट नोट्स बनाए, मैंने चार्ट्स बनाए थे खुद से बेयर टेक्स्ट रीड करके, और फिर मैंने अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड में इंटरेस्ट लिया. ओके, सो इसलिए मुझे इंटरेस्टिंग लगता है. नहीं, सीए फाइनल में was in option. Okay, because 20 marks weightage was there. 20 marks for all accounting standards, 29 accounting standards at that time. For 20 marks, who is going to read all these accounting standards? No, consolidation, amalgamation में आ जाता था, ऊपर रीड करते थे हम लोग. Now बेटा इंस्टीट्यूट का लेवल भी अभी इंप्रूव हो रहा है, सो यू कैनॉट लीव एनीथिंग इन ऑप्शन. ओके, हमारे यहाँ पे पेपर फिक्स होता था, अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड लास्ट क्वेश्चन, लीव इट. ओके, दैट इज ऑल्सो ऑप्शनल. I attended 60 marks paper. I scored 52 from that. Okay. Chaliye. So experiences are different. I passed in 2008, so long back. Now, anti-dilutive concept, you understood what is anti-dilutive. Anti-dilutive means if your basic EPS is going down, you will record. It's a dilution. If it is going up, you won't record. You won't record. ठीक है, चलो की डेफिनेशन. की डेफिनेशन. Equity shares. Sir, equity shares में क्या definition? Sir, equity shares is nothing. It is a residual interest other than preference shares. So this is the definition, other than preference shares. Preference shares means who is getting the priority for dividend, and their fixed dividend is there. Okay. So preference shares, who is getting priority over equity shares. They are carrying preferential rights and dividend and repayment. सर आपने क्लासेस ज्वाइन किए थे क्या सीए आईपीसीसी में? मेरे पास टाइम पे इंटर था, तो बेटा हमारे टाइम पे क्लासेस ज्वाइन करते थे, पर इतना टेक्नोलॉजी नहीं होता था. सर बोर्ड पे लिखते थे तो समझ में नहीं आता था बेटा. अभी कैसा है, ड्यू टू टेक्नोलॉजी इट इज वेरी इजी फॉर अस टू कनेक्ट विथ ईच अदर, एंड थैंक्स टू एलवीसी, थैंक्स टू बीओएस के आई गॉट सच ग्रेट स्टूडेंट्स. ओके, आपके टाइम पे भी 8 months था? यस. Sir, in your time was there foundation exam? Yes. I cleared my foundation in first exam. Inter I took 2 attempts. CA final I took 2 attempts. I am not merit ranker, but I am a hard worker. Okay. And I was from vernacular medium. So at that time, beta, I studied from Marathi medium, and therefore it was very difficult to learn law and other subjects for me. But yes, definitely I was very hard worker student. So I never had fear in my mind. I always try to, even today also, though I am from vernacular medium, but I always try to speak in English because I don't care. Yes, my English must be understandable. That is the first point. So please do not have fear in your life. Always remember, nothing is impossible. Okay. So let's start. So preference shares. Now, preference shares are, it's a sharing carrying preferential rights for dividend and repayment. Okay. Financial instruments. Now, financial instrument, please leave this definition because this definition requires a technical knowledge, and financial instruments index 109 we are going to see it in the CA final. So leave this definition. Okay. Don't worry. This definition Financial instrument and asset, don't cover it. Liability also. Next, potential equity shares. Potential equity shares. So what about potential equity shares? Potential, in name itself, they have potential to convert into equity shares. Okay, they are getting the financial instrument and right to convert into equity shares. So convertible debentures and convertible preference shares or ESOP. So that is called as potential equity shares. Share warrants, bundle of shares. Fair value. Fair value we need to calculate in case of ESOP. That is the asset can be exchanged with or liability can be settled between knowledgeable parties at arm's length price. Arm's length price. If there is a relative, beta, we will sell him at lower price. If third person, we will always sell at arm's length. Arm's length. Maximum you can stretch it. Okay. So maximum price. Basic EPS. How you are going to calculate it? Earnings available to equity shareholder divided by wins. How you are going to calculate basic EPS? Sir, already studied, no? Net profit before tax less tax. Preference dividend you will deduct. And then you will get preference dividend tax also. And profit available to equity shareholders. How are you going to calculate this? So tax less karege, preference dividend and preference dividend tax. So this dividend distribution tax on that. Wins, we already calculated weighted average number of equity shares. That is the time weighing factor. Time weighing factor means number of months outstanding, that holding period, 5/12. You can go by cumulative approach or individual approach. You are already aware about Wins calculation. Bonus shares. Yes, sir. Bonus shares we already studied. There is no additional consideration and therefore we will consider it from beginning of the year. Okay, sir. So no holding period we will consider 12/12. Holding consider 12/12. Sir, already studied. Okay, great. Then buyback. Buyback, we are going to deduct it from the Wins. Right issue. So today we are going to learn right issue. Don't worry. Right issue. What is right issue? Price lesser than the market price. Okay. Market price say less amount. Yes. Now today we are going to calculate it. Wait for next 10 minutes. Very, very important calculation. Wins calculation. And divided in 3 parts. Number 1, theoretical ex-right price. Now what is theoretical ex-right price? Don't worry. These wordings are not at all difficult. Theoretical ex-right price. How we are going to calculate it? Wait. Adjusting factor we are going to calculate. And then we will calculate EPS. So for right shares, we need some calculations. Let's understand it first. Chalo, one question we'll do for right shares. Chalo, come to illustration number. Yes, we'll solve it now. Chalo, everyone, open rough pages, beta. Study mat also. Have rough pages for right share calculation. Okay. ILU 4. Ready, everyone? And please, it's my request to all of you, if you are getting this session and you are liking these sessions, please press like button at the end of the YouTube session. You can move to YouTube at the end from Zoom. Why? Because if you are pressing like button, beta, our videos are getting on the we can other students can check these videos. Okay, so like button is very important. And those who are watching on YouTube, बेटा एक like button तो press कर ही सकते हो आप लोग. तो उतना हमारा चैनल तो अच्छा ही है, no doubt in that. पर recommendation में students को जाता है. Comment section इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ करके रखती है, नहीं तो और ज्यादा कमेंट्स आएंगे. मैं पूछता हूँ एक बार, पर उससे चैनल बढ़ता तो है एंड रिकमेंडेशन में वीडियोस जाते हैं. Yes. Many students are yet not taking benefit of this. They are going in paid classes. I don't think you need to go in paid classes if institute is providing you such a best faculties and all. Chaliye. So come to illustration number 4. Net profit for the year of 2001. Tell me, this net profit is of current year or last year? Sir, last year. Write down last year. Net for profit for the year 2002. Current year. Write down current year over there. Sir, number of shares outstanding prior to right issue. Prior to right issue, before right issue. Okay. So prior to right issue, तो इसको बोलते हैं before right issue shares. Right issue price means, what is right issue? Right issue means you are giving shares to existing shareholders. So right issue price is 15 rupees. And last day, now tell me 2001 is the last year, whether it's a December ending or March ending. Write it in comment section, December ending or March ending. Very good, very good. December ending, sir. December ending. You can write over there, December ending. What is the right issue price? 15 rupees, sir. And last date to exercise right, that is the 1st March 2002. So what is the holding period of 5 lakh shares? What is the holding period of 5 lakh shares? Only 2 months. 2 months. Sir, in right issue, we will compulsorily follow cumulative approach. Yes, Sunil Kumar, thank you. So, we compulsorily follow cumulative approach. Sir, cumulative approach we are compulsory following. Sir, cumulative approach याद आया क्या? 5 lakhs में 1 lakh ऐड करने का 6 lakhs cumulative up to next transaction. Up to next transaction. Up to next transaction. Last date to exercise right, 1st March. What is right issue in 1 equity shares for 5 shares? So 1 share for 5 shares means 1 for 5 multiplied by we have 5 lakh shares. So we are getting right shares 1 lakh. Yes, sir, 1 lakh is the right issue. And what is the fair value of equity share immediately prior to exercise right? Before right issue, price was 21 rupees. This is called as come right price. What is called as come right price? Before right price. Come means before right price. The technical word is come right price. Technical word is come right price. Got the concept? I say yes or no. Come right price is 21. 21 rupees is a come right price before right shares price. Very simple. Sir, these two are numerators. Numerator, we do not have any problem, sir. Numerator, we do not have a problem. Problem is of the calculation of denominator. Denominator is creating a problem. Don't worry, beta. We will calculate 3 factors and I will tell you the logic also. First, we will calculate theoretical x right value. Sir, we calculated, no? Theoretical x right. What is x right? X right means after right shares. Theoretical after right shares, what is the right price? Sir, after right shares means already you have 5 lakh shares and then you have 1 lakh share extra. So what is the theoretical right price? Number of shares are 6 lakhs. How many number of shares you have? 6 lakhs. What is the value of these 5 lakh shares? 5 lakh shares ki value before right shares 21. So I will multiply by 21. And then what is the price of these 1 lakh shares? At what price you have taken this? At 15. So what is the value? Use memory plus ka function. Use memory plus ka function. Okay, there is no memory, zero memory. Calculator is allowed in the exam now, Umarjan ji. 5 lakhs, this type of calci. 5 lakhs into 21, memory plus. 10 lakh 50,000 and you can see here memory plus, please press it only one time. Memory plus ka button only one time. Only one time. And 1 lakh into 15. Memory plus one time again. And then you have to press memory recall. Recall is MRC, memory recall. And again you press it, then it is a clear. One time it's recall and two times it is clear from the memory. So what is the answer? 1 crore 20 lakhs divided by 6 lakhs. So my answer is, theoretical exercise is 20 rupees. You got the first concept? Theoretical exercise, everyone got the 20 rupees? 20 rupees everyone got. Sir, very good, sir. Now we will calculate adjusting factor. Why? I will tell you why we are calculating adjusting factor. Adjusting factor is theoretical price 21 divided by 20. 21 divided by 20. 20 is theoretical exercise price. 21 is come right price, 1.05. What is the adjusting factor? 1.05. And third one, now EPS. EPS of the current year. 15 lakhs is the profit of the current year. Last year, no, current year, because we issued right shares in the current year. Cumulative approach. Previous shares, 5 lakhs into adjusting factor. Very, very important. Adjusting factor se multiply karna padega. That's why we calculated adjusting factor. For how many months up to next transaction? 2 months, January, February. And after that, how many shares you have? Sir, 6 lakh shares. Don't multiply by adjusting factor now. Adjusting factor is before right shares. For how many months now you have this 6 lakh shares? For 10 months. Cumulative approach. So 5 lakhs into 1.05 into 2 by 12. What is the answer? 87,500. And what is 6 lakhs into 10 by 12? 5 lakhs. So what is the denominator? Not 6 lakh, 587,500. And what is my basic EPS? 2.55. Let's check the answer. 2.55. Yes, 2.55 of the current year. 2.55. How I calculated? One more time, sir. One more time. Recall this properly. Theoretical X-right price. Theoretical X-right price. How I am going to calculate, sir? Theoretical X-right price. How many shares you have? 5 lakhs. Now you have 1 lakh. Right issue, 6 lakhs. What was the price of 5 lakh shares? 21. What is the price of 1 lakh shares? 15. And how much answer you are getting? 20. What is the second step? Adjusting factor. How are you going to calculate? 21 upon 20. 1.05. And what is the third step? Basic EPS. How you are going to calculate? Profit of the year. 15 lakhs. How many shares you had? For first 2 months, 5 lakh. But multiplied by adjusting factor. For how many months? 2 months. Then how many shares you have after right issue? 6 lakhs. For how many months? 10 months. 6 lakhs into 8. What is the answer? 5,87,500. So what is the basic EPS? 2.55. Easy, che? Who will tell me steps? Raise your hand. 15 lakhs divided by 5,87,500. Yes. Lalit bhai. Dikshika, please watch it once again because you missed last session. So you don't know what is a cumulative approach. So in last session, I already explained Dikshika ji, cumulative approach. Please please watch last session. हाँ
Sir.
ललित बोलिए.
सर जैसे कि राइट शेयर्स का ईपीएस फाइंड करना है तो सबसे पहले तो राइट शेयर जो राइट शेयर जब किया इश्यू किए तो 1 मार्च 2023 के थे तो उसके पहले हमारे पास थे 5 लाख शेयर्स, लेकिन हमने उसका 5 के सामने 1 किया तो हमारे पास हमने राइट शेयर किए 1 लाख तो टोटल हो गए 6 लाख, वो डिनोमिनेशन में आ जाएगा। फिर उसका
बोले बोले, माइक पास में पकड़िए। आवाज ही गया आपका। साहिद जी बोलिए। साहिद।
Sir, when rights issue is issued, it is issued with discount to market price, but with premium to face value. Here, why we have to calculate after rights issue, we have to calculate EPS in 3 steps: theoretical X-right value, adjusting factor, and basic EPS. While calculating theoretical X-right value, we have to calculate existing number of shares with fair right value before X-right, before rights, and then this rights issue price with the number of shares rights we are issuing, divided by actual number of shares after rights issue. Then we will get theoretical X-right value. Then adjusting factor is fair value of the right issue. We have to divide it by fair value after come right issue.
Theoretical
Fair value X-right.
Theoretical
Fair
X-right price.
value. Then we have
Come
to
right
calculate
price.
big.
This is called as come right price.
Yes,
and
sir.
divided by theoretical X-right price. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir. Then
terminology is
basic
come right
EPS,
price.
basic adjusted factor is come right price by X right price.
Now Myra is asking why you have taken 2 months.
This is because rights issue is issued after 2 months.
Right
First
issue
2
is
months
on
we have
1st
to,
March. So
after
1st
2
March
months.
means January, February, Myra ji, we have 2 months ka share. January,
No,
February, we
no
have
right.
5 lakh shares. And after 1st
Yes, sir.
March, 10 months, we have 6 lakh shares.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Myra ji got the concept?
Then we have to calculate revised EPS, sir. Revised EPS net profit
Wait. That I haven't explained it. Basic EPS we calculated. 15 lakhs divided by 5 lakhs into adjusting factor into 2 by 12. Now what is the restated EPS, not revised EPS? See, in last year you had a profit of 11 lakhs. But last year you had only 5 lakh shares. So this is a last year basic EPS. Last year basic EPS. And if 11 lakhs, if we multiply by adjusting factor, like in bonus issue, we calculated adjusted EPS. And here we have to multiply by adjusting factor to calculate restated EPS. What it calculated as restated. Restated means 11 lakhs divided by 5 lakhs into adjusting factor. Now I will tell you very shortly why we calculated adjusting factor. Yes, it is not given in any book. Try to understand. Very important concept. Try to understand. What is my theoretical X-right price? Sorry. How many shares I issued at rupees 15? 1 lakh shares? Yes or no? Please, this logic is not given in the book. I am giving you why adjusting factor is calculated. 1 lakh shares into 15 rupees. Correct? Suppose if I issued shares at 20 rupees, that is a theoretical X-right price. Then in that case, how many shares I have to issue to collect this 15 lakhs rupees? 15 lakhs rupees divided by 20 rupees. 75,000 shares. Say yes or no. 75,000 shares. If I issued at X-right price, theoretical X-right price, I have to issue 75,000 shares. And but I'm giving to my existing shareholders 1 lakh shares. So how many free shares I'm giving? How many free shares I'm giving? Extra shares. 25,000 shares I'm giving free of cost. Now 75,000 shares. How many days I have these shares in the current year? It's 10 by 12. It's 10 by 12. Correct? and 25,000 shares are from the beginning, because these are bonus shares. These are bonus shares, like bonus shares, and bonus shares we consider 12 by 12. So what is the calculation? 75,000 into 10 by 12. What is the calculation? 62,500, and 25,000 is a bonus part. That is the 25,000. See the denominator, 87,500, and we added 5 lakhs plus 87,500, and this is a logic of adjusting factor. See, to get 87,500, I do it in this way: theoretical exit price, adjusting factor, and final answer. This is a logic of adjusting factor. Mathematically, we will solve in that way. In exam, this presentation is not allowed, 87,500. This is only for understanding purpose. Nowhere it is given why we calculated adjusting factor. I have given you the logic. Why we calculated it. एक बार हिंदी में समझा दीजिए, ठीक है बेटा? ध्यान देके सुनना. 1,00,000 शेयर्स हमने कितने पे इशू किए बेटा? राइट प्राइस कितनी थी? वापस से एक बार. 1,00,000 शेयर्स हमने कितने पे इशू किए? 15 रुपए पे. 15 रुपीज राइट शेयर्स हमारे लोगों को हमने 15 रुपए में दिए. पर यदि हमने वो शेयर थियोरटिकल एक्साइट से दिए रहते, मतलब हमने लोगों से 20 रुपए लिया रहता, बुक के ऊपर से 20 रुपए हमने लोगों से लिया रहता, तो हमें कितने शेयर्स इशू करने पड़ते थे? ओनली 75,000 शेयर्स. उतना पैसा कलेक्ट करने के लिए, दोनों का पैसा 15 लाख कलेक्ट करने के लिए हमें सिर्फ 75,000 शेयर्स इशू करने की नौबत थी सर. ओनली 75,000 शेयर्स. पर आपने कितने शेयर्स एक्स्ट्रा इशू कर दिए? 1,00,000, मतलब आपने राइट शेयर्स में 25,000 आपने फ्री में दे दिए. जैसे है अभी जो फ्री में देते हैं उसका होल्डिंग पीरियड हमने क्या पकड़ा था? 12/12. और जो फ्री में नहीं दिए, कितने फ्री में नहीं दिए रहते? 75,000 शेयर्स. तो 1,00,000 का ब्रेकअप मुझे मिला, तो 75,000 10 महीने के लिए एंड 25,000 फ्री वाले फ्रॉम वेरी फर्स्ट डे, 12/12. तो इनका कैलकुलेशन 87,500 आता है. और 5,00,000 शेयर्स थे ही, प्लस 87,500, और इस तरीके से ये 587,500 हुआ. पर ये तरीका एग्जाम में अलाउड नहीं है, ओनली अंडरस्टैंडिंग के लिए है. तो ये अलाउड नहीं है. आपको एग्जाम में 3 स्टेप्स में ही जाना है. गॉट द कॉन्सेप्ट एवरीवन? नाउ इट इज वेरी क्लियर व्हाई वी कंसिडर 5,87,500. तांबेश्वरी बोल रही है बहुत अच्छे से समझा. वेरी गुड बेटा. So that's why, because bonus shares we consider for 12 months. And this is how we calculated it. Ek number, sir. So we have done with the right shares. Now it's time to take screenshots. It's 9:39 already. Chaliye. Now it's time to take screenshots of chapter 1. चलिए. So मैं हो जाता हूं मूव, और आप ले लीजिए स्क्रीनशॉट्स. Screenshot 1. Yes. Screenshot 1. कोई तो मुझे यस बोल दीजिए. आदिश्री जी प्लीज से यस आफ्टर टेकिंग स्क्रीनशॉट. ओवर.
Done, sir.
Done. Screenshot 2.
Done, sir.
Done, sir.
एक ही जन बोलिए. आदिश्री जी आप ही बोलिए. स्क्रीनशॉट 3.
Done, sir.
फोर.
Done, sir.
5.
Done, sir.
Screenshot 6.
Done, sir.
7. And
Done,
this
sir.
lecture is available on YouTube, so you can take at the end screenshots of all these answers, and please write it in your 400 pages book. Huh? Everyday writing is important.
Done, sir.
Okay. This 8:45 is timing, huh? तो वो भी कॉपी कर लोगे.
Done, sir.
Yes, Adishri ji, any closing remark about today's session?
Yes, sir. It is very understandable. After if we read the books first and we attend these classes, we'll get more understand about the accounting standards, sir.
So, how many hours are you studying daily?
Sir, daily 7. Except classes, I am reading for 3 to 4 hours, sir.
Very good. Now, try to attend classes regularly plus 4 to 5 hours. You have to give extra hours, okay, for every subject.
Okay, sir.
2 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours. Are you writing everything in your 400 pages book?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Are you
I'm
maintaining
maintaining
your
100 and 400 pages, both books, sir.
okay? And don't miss a single session, okay? And
Okay, sir.
do hard work for next 7 to 8 months, and you will get the result, okay?
Okay, sir.
चलिए, thank हाँ जी.
Sir, what
एक
about
doubt.
200 pages notes screenshot? The key definition, those things.
That
Today.
S20 I will give you tomorrow, day
Okay,
after,
sir.
on Monday. Okay,
Okay, sir.
you first finish your S1, and then you read from study mat, diluted EPS. That is your homework for next 2 days. On Monday, we will start with the diluted EPS and S17 ka theory. So my target is 17 plus S20, all illustrations. Okay.
Okay,
Sir,
sir. Thank you, sir.
One doubt, sir.
sir,
Doubts?
can we do 100 pages and 400 pages books separately?
Yes, beta. One by one.
Sir, we have to read 100 pages book and 400 pages book separately.
Yes, beta. 100 pages book is for concept clarity, 100 or 200, and 400 pages book for illustration solving.
Okay.
Okay.
From accounting
Yes, Vijay.
mark will come to exam, sir.
Yes, Vijay ji.
From accounting standard, how many mark is covered in exams?
No specific weightage, 60 marks. Okay.
सर
हाँ
सर
जी.
मुझे ये जानना था कि जैसे डाइल्यूटेड का आपने बताया, तो अगर जैसे कन्वर्टेबल डिवेंचर है और वो अगर 5 ईयर के लिए है तो भी हमें उसे मतलब लेना पड़ेगा, या फिर नेक्स्ट ईयर का ये जो कन्वर्ट होने वाला है वही लेना पड़ता है डाइल्यूटेड में सर?
आज से 5 years के बाद का.
मतलब कितने भी ईयर का हो, कन्वर्टेबल कोई भी होगा, वो हमें कंक्लूड
है.
करना पड़ेगा?
आप मॉड्यूल में से थ्योरी पढ़ो, नहीं समझा तो मैं परसों बता दूंगा आपको. ओके.
जी सर.
एक डाउट है सर.
हाँ जी, बोलिए.
सर ये राइट इशू का जो प्राइस है, क्योंकि इसमें एक्सरसाइज प्राइस लगता है, ईसॉप में भी यही सेम है एक्सरसाइज प्राइस का, तो सर ईसॉप के लिए हम यही सेम टेक्निक यूज करेंगे जब हम कन्वर्ट करेंगे?
यस यस यस, सिखाऊंगा ना परसों. मंडे को विल डू दैट.
Okay, sir.
I am
Thank you,
very
sir.
happy with you all students, beta, because now on Zoom classes ना actually मेरा भी excitement होता है कि yes, I will take classes on Zoom and I will interact with students. YouTube पे मुझे बहुत अकेला अकेला लगता था, but now I am very happy कि Zoom classes पे आप लोगों से interact कर सकता हूँ and you are asking me questions also. तो ये मेरे लिए बहुत अच्छी बात है. But I want sincerity. Last day तक sincerity चाहिए. Your feedbacks are always important and you feedbacks. सो अजित सर आपको वेबसाइट पे बोलेंगे, वहां पे फीडबैक्स लिखे रहते हैं. फॉर एवरी फैकल्टी यू कैन गिव फीडबैक्स. योर फीडबैक्स आर इंपॉर्टेंट टू सिलेक्ट फैकल्टीज ऑल्सो. तो आपके लिए बहुत जरूरी है. थैंक यू एंड यस, गुड डे, टेक केयर.